Hey, and we're back with another episode of White Album 2. We left off, we were in the hot springs. We ended up getting really drunk, thanks to Toma's champagne. So, let's see how it goes over. I think we're gonna have a wicked hangover in the morning. Drinking and mess around is kind of a huge event, right? And Ogiso fell asleep on Toma's lap. So that's where we're at. It's just me and her now.
進化したな。
これって進化なのかな？
少なくともちょっとだけ今風になった。
今風ね。
プロとか芸術とか関係なく、目立つために音楽やったり、孤高を気取るとか、そういうかっこ悪い真似やめたり。
優等生なんてもっと古臭くてかっこ悪い真似をずっとやってる北原にそんなこと言われてもな。
だから俺もちょっとだけハメを外した。校則破ったり、目立つために音楽やったり、女の子たちと3人だけで旅行に行ったり。
最後のなんか超今風だな。北原のくせによくやった。
It's modern going on a trip with two girls.
山奥の温泉旅館だけどな。
Also, how much champagne is in that bottle? Do they have multiple bottles?
雪やまないな。
そうだな。
真っ白だな。
Will we be able to leave tomorrow?
そうだな。
Until now, I would have given a senseless reply like that. But I've begun to understand romance a little, and also know little about what is old-fashioned.
なんだよ。
別に。
So even when Toma realizes I'm quietly staring at her, I don't turn my gaze away.
そうか。
There. Toma turned her eyes away first. I win. Her face is slightly a blush. Because of that, it's impossible for me to turn my eyes away.
綺麗だな。
真っ白だ。
Are we talking about the snow or her skin now?
だな。白くてツルツルだったっけ？
Oh, jeez, now we're flirting.
それは刹那だ。
そっか。
Oh man, outdoor onsen is the best. It is so nice and refreshing, especially with the snow falling. I blanked out for an hour trying to sober myself up. Then, I enjoyed the sight of Setsuna sleeping on Toma's lap and Toma dozing off while leaning against the wall for a little while before leaving the room. Of course, I didn't forget to cover those two with blankets. Because it's late at night, and since there are hardly any guests, I pretty much have the entire bath area to myself. Now, entering into a hot spring while drunk is extremely dangerous because it's really easy to get dizzy. And if you pass out in the onsen, you know, very risky. Is this inn going to be okay financially? They have such great hot springs. I let out a sigh, and it takes off into the air from the water's calm surface, along with the hot steam. The snow that began at snowfall continues to fall without showing any signs of wavering, and it cools down the hot water a little bit. I look at the white snow falling from the sky, then slowly close my eyes and relax my entire body. But as I darken my vision like this, the most recent scenery I saw immediately comes to mind.
静まれ。
Oh, don't get so excited. The two girls sleeping so nonchalantly near me while leaning against each other as if they had been close friends for years. I thank whichever God made it possible for me to bear witness to that moment. I guess that'd be Jesus, since it's Christmas. No matter how long I stared at them, I couldn't get enough of it, and I finally came to a conclusion. Every time I meet with Setsuna and learn more about her, she always shows me a new, cute side of herself. Even Toma, she's much more beautiful now than she ever was. Nope, that's my bad. Ever since I met her, regardless of her personality and attitude, I always believed that her carefully crafted beauty would never change. I believed that it was an impossible miracle given to Toma by chance. But I was wrong. When Toma laughs, makes fun of me, sighs, or looks at me with an expression I can't understand, and then when she turns her eyes away from me with an expression I can't understand, it shows off a new beauty to me, as if to tell me that my idea of beauty has been wrong, all wrong until then. Setsuna, sleeping next to her, is indeed very pretty, and with the cute side of her that only I know about, she is someone I want to embrace forever. Yet, even so, my other friend, my girlfriend's friend, I'm still longing for her from the bottom of my heart. Oh man, no! This is tough. I get it. I get where he's coming from, but like, you chose. You either gotta undo that choice or like, I don't know. I don't even need to think about it. I'm the worst there is. As if being chased away, I get up from the bath. It feels like my ugly soul might slowly flow out if I stay in this hot spring any longer. For the time being, I'll go back into the room, cover myself with a blanket, and hopefully sleep through the night dreamlessly. In the corner of the room next to the girls' room, divided by a sliding door, of course. Someone else wants to take a bath at this time of the night?
ちょっと待て。本気か？正気なのか、セツナ。酔ってるよな。そうなんだよな。
Oh my goodness.
酔ってるかもね。あ、もしかしたら寝ぼけてもいるかも。
え？
From the changing room, some people are approaching. Their silhouettes that were initially hidden by the steam are becoming larger and clearer every second.
やめろ。押すな。こっちは来たらダメだって。まだあいつ。
あ、いたいた。春樹くん。
Oh my goodness. The snow cooled off my body as I came out of the bath. As I suddenly re-entered, it naturally feels unbearably hot. Even though it's common sense, something that even an elementary schooler would know, it doesn't occur to me at all because of this situation.
見るな！見ないで！
それはこっちのセリフだ。
こっちから押しかけたのに、それはないよ、カズさん。
In front of my eyes, 2 pieces of bath towels. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. I just got excited, just from seeing their white legs earlier, but this time they're even showing off their dazzling thighs. Wait, hold on.
なんで？どうして？
With only a towel for cover, their body lines are so visible that it's a problem for me. We're about to have a big problem.
ここって中は繋がってるんだよね。さっき入った時に気づいてたんだ。
犯行手口を聞いてるんじゃなくて、動機を尋ねてるんだ俺は。
私が聞きたいよ、それ。
そんなの、さっきみんなで約束したじゃない。私たちが3人でいる時は。
Always as 3.
いや、それって、この場合もなのか？
やっぱり大きなお風呂は気持ちいいね。
Oh my god. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's crazy. I can hear Setsuna's voice mixed with her sighs, as well as her body splashing against the water. Right behind me.
見損なったぞ、トーマ。お前がついていながら、なんてざまだ。
北原の彼女だろ。お前がしつけろよ。
お前だって親友だろうが。どうして止めなかった？
Even though we're back to back, if Setsuna made even the slightest movement, the small waves created by it would definitely reach me.
止めたよ、嫌がったよ。けど
ああ、もう二人とも喧嘩しないの。こんなに気持ちいいんだから、もっとおおらかな心で。
なんで平気なんだよ、セツナ。
Furthermore, Setsuna's shoulders keep brushing up against mine. They really are smooth, just like Toma said earlier.
だって春樹くんならジロジロ見たりしないだろうなって。きっと一生懸命後ろ向いてくれてるだろうなって分かってたから。
She saw right through me.
さっき刹那をからかったろ。ずっと根に持ってたみたいなんだ。
そりゃ、お前は仕返しされても仕方ないよ。でも俺はどっちにもやられっぱなしじゃないか。
女二人と混浴してるんだぞ。贅沢言うなよ。
贅沢にも限度ってものがあるだろう。
No matter what I say now, they won't listen anyway, so I focus on blocking my nostrils to make sure I prevent any bleeding. Oh, jeez.
別にいいじゃない。旅の恥は書き捨てでしょ。今は恥ずかしくてもいずれ楽しい思い出になるよ。
Even though it's embarrassing now, it'll be a good memory someday.
思い出すたびにトーマに殴られそうな気もするけど。
偶然だな北原。私も今全く同じ光景が目に浮かんだ。グーで思い切り言ってたよ。
こんなにいいお湯とこんなにいい景色だよ。もっと楽しもうよ。
Setsuna's hair is really bothering me because when you go to hot springs in Japan, you're supposed to tie up your hair so that your hair doesn't touch the water. It's considered kind of rude and taboo to have your hair touching the water, just in case little bits of it comes off. You don't want to disturb other people with your loose hair, you know?
真っ暗だけどな。
雪しか見えないけどな。
I guess she's drunk, so I'll give her a pass.
どれだけ見ても飽きないよね。
Completely ignoring our taunts, Setsuna happily looks up at the sky where snow is falling from. As if this were her first time seeing snow, she is surprised and excited while repeating the same words.
ほんと最高。もう帰りたくないな。
セツナ。
While looking up at the sky, Setsuna's head rests on my shoulder. I can smell the scent of shampoo coming from her wet hair, and the weight of someone lightly leaning against me feels nice.
なんだか眠くなってきた。もし寝ちゃったら部屋まで運んでね。
俺が？
If I were to stick to proper bathing etiquette, that would mean carrying Setsuna with only a towel on?
大丈夫だよ。その時は事故なんだから、見られても平気だって。
Oh, my Jesus.
ほんと刹那にはかなわない。
さっき散々私を泣かせておいて、よく言うよ、カズサは。
こっちがやっとの思いで一矢報いたらこんな強烈な仕返ししてくるくせに。
While saying that, even Toma has relaxed and is staring at the snowing sky.
私みたいな小物はさ、刹那には一生勝てそうにないよ。
Oh no, don't say that. I can feel her long black hair brushing against my shoulders as well.
ほんと勝てない。
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts. No. And then
トーマ。
なんだよ。
いや。
our backs are touching. She must be doing it willingly. Right after, Setsuna leaned against me as well, almost as if she was calculating the timing, although it could just be me overthinking.
ずっとこうしてたいね。
あ
The snow is starting to let up. What if somebody else walked in? It's like a random, unrelated middle-aged man. That'd be so funny. Oh, It's snowing! That's so pretty, that's so clever. After we got off the highway, Toma stopped the car on the side of the road.
一緒にいてやれよ。
Toma whispers this to me while looking at the back seat through the rearview mirror. Setsuna is sleeping in the back, and the way her head is tilted makes it look like she could tip over any moment.
あと1時間もしないうちに着くだろう。このままでいいよ。
遠慮するなって。もうナビはいらない。ここからの道はわかるよ。
Setsuna was eagerly talking to us while trying her best to resist falling asleep until just now. However, maybe because she realized that we are getting close to home, or she finally reached her limit, she's finally let herself go.
やめとく。そしたら俺も一緒に寝ちまいそうだ。
別にセツナと一緒に寝てたっていいぞ。着いたらちゃんと起こしてやる。
However, it's clearly our fault that Setsuna fell asleep.
目が覚めたら天国に着いてました。じゃあシャレにならないし。
まだ私の腕を信用してないのか？もうバックも切り返しも駐車場入れも。
腕は信用してるけど、疲れてないってのは信用してない。
大丈夫だって。運転中に寝やしない。
それでも確率はゼロじゃない。でももう一人が起きてたらさらにゼロに近づくだろ。
That's pretty responsible of him, yeah. The thing is, we weren't able to fully enjoy the trip until the end as promised.
勝手にしろ。
ああ、そうする。
Oh no, what happened?
その代わり、ずっとそこにいるなら約束しろ。
何を？
絶対に寝ないって。間違えそうになるから。
Oh.
やっぱ道あやふやなんじゃないか。大丈夫。着くまで必ず起きてる。
本当に頼むな。
We left the inn after having breakfast. We stopped by a rest station to eat lunch, and when the only thing left to do was to head back home. Toma and I stopped talking. In the end, it could be that we enjoyed this trip too much. It could be that we were too happy about it. The aftermath is too much to bear. It's much heavier and a lot more frustrating than the school festival was. No, that might not be it. There was also the experience after the school festival. It may be that our feelings right now overlap with the feelings from that day, when numerous things were settled, as we don't know what to say.
なあ、北原。
As I was lost in my lonely thoughts, Toma spoke up when we stopped at a red light. No, actually, she'd tried to speak up several times since a while ago. However, closing her mouth again, shaking her head and sighing each time, she had focused on driving every time. Rinse and repeat.
いろいろと、ありがとうな。
死亡フラグを立てるな。
After this one phrase from her, I understand the reason behind her repeating attempts to talk. In thanking me, she's saying something that she wouldn't want to, even on her deathbed.
たまには普通に感謝されろ。この天の弱。
感謝されるようなことなんか何もしてない。
Saying, I don't want to hear that from you, and starting an unnecessary argument is something I don't have the energy for, so I just respond appropriately.
お前が私を引きずり込まなかったら、こんなことにはならなかった。
なんだか、言い方が恨みがましく聞こえるぞ。
そうかな。ごめん。もう少し言い方改めるな。
Even so, Toma must be thinking that she has to sincerely express her gratitude to me, no matter how complex the matter may be.
お前とセツナが私の前に現れなかったら、私は毎日ゆっくり寝て 好きなことやって自由気ままな暮らしを続けていられたのに。
わざとだろお前。
I don't know what her angle is here, but I feel like there's a sort of resentment about not receiving any reward for all her hard work within her.
いや、うまくまとまらないんだ。言いたいことは分かってるんだけど、口が拒否してるっていうか。
Oh, she really is trying to be sincere, I think.
もういい。お前に感謝されるなんて気持ち悪い。
Also, that's not a nice thing to say at all.
ひどいな、お前。
But it seems like she's really hurt by my words, and it's making me feel bad. You should. She's trying to give you a genuine thank you, and you're like, I don't want to hear it.
それにさ、感謝なんて本当はしてほしくない。
北原。
That's why I decide to refuse Toma's words of thanks.
俺が好きでやってることで、全部俺のためで。
I hope Toma can accept this as a reward for her efforts.
トーマのためとか考えたこと一度だってないし。
私はそういうの刹那に却下されたぞ。お前もちゃんと感謝されろよ。不公平だろ。
嫌なこった。死んでもお断りだ。
It feels strange to hear words of gratitude when I personally don't feel like I've done anything.
お前、他のやつのおせっかいもそうなのか？あれ全部危機としてやってるのか？
刹那とトーマに対してだけだ。
Which is why, if I hear gratitude from anyone else, I'll make sure to act all cocky, reach until they get tired of me, and accept it, as that's the natural thing to do. Because they are not special to me.
その言葉、忘れない。
This person who is special to me mutters something to herself at the end and starts driving again. Yeesh. Oh, did we fall asleep? I feel a sudden shock on my cheek.
絶対に寝ないとはよく言った。たった30分も我慢できないじゃないか、お前。
Oh no! Put on the radio.
あれ
As I come to my senses, I realize what a blunder I've made, and I see a familiar sight through the window.
着いたぞ、刹那の家。
おい、刹那、起きろ。
I feel awkward because I couldn't keep my promise, and embarrassed because of what we were talking about before I made the promise. So I end up fumbling around like an idiot. After waking me up, Toma opened the trunk and looked away as if to tell me she doesn't mind and to hurry up.
荷物、これで全部か？お土産の袋、間違えてないよな。
大丈夫だよ。カズさ、お土産買ってなかったし。
Oh no, because she doesn't know what to give them to. That's so sad.
そうか。
We took out 2 backpacks and 3 paper bags from the trunk, leaving only a single backpack inside.
それじゃあ、いろいろありがとな。
I looked inside the car that had become lonely just like the trunk had, but Toma continued to stare away somewhere else.
あれ？春樹くんもここで降りるの？カズさんに家まで送ってもらわないの？
いや、それは。
そんなめんどくさいことやってられるか。あとは電車で帰れって言ってある。
そう？カズサがそう言うんじゃ仕方ないね。
I wonder how Setsuna interpreted Toma's disgruntled response. She couldn't have realized that Toma and I have common interest now, could she? What is that? What is the common interest?
それじゃあ、また始業式。
その前に初詣とかも行こうよ。また電話するから。
わかった。
トーマ。
In the end, Toma completely avoided eye contact with me and left coldly.
終わっちゃったね。
Oh man. If we're feeling kind of bad after the trip, Toma must be feeling really bad and really lonely after the trip.
うん。
3人じゃなくなっちゃったね。
Oof, don't put it like that. I know it's not what you mean, but it's got a deeper meaning than what you mean. It's not the three of us anymore. Even though we were so close last night, enjoying ourselves, playing pranks, I'm sure that we all wished that it would last forever.
寂しいね。
Yeah. Even though it's only been a day, the distance between us is back to how it was before. We're down from 3 to 2, and we'll soon be all alone. All alone.
どうする？一度うち来る？
ああ。
寒いし疲れたし、お茶でも飲んでいってよ。
In an attempt to brush away the loneliness, Setsuna grabs my arm and reaches for the door. The fact that her grip is a little stronger than usual tells me that she sincerely wants me to stay.
嫌だ。
But it's such a small difference. I can't help but feel that her loneliness is not as deep as mine. That's a super selfish thing to say, because Toma, out of all three of you, is the most lonely. You guys have each other. Haruki's just being selfish and wants 2 people to himself. Poor Toma. I mean, poor everybody. Poor Setsuna, because her boyfriend has these feelings for someone else. Before I realize it, I hug Setsuna from her back. No, rather than hug, I embrace her strongly.
はるきくん。
寒いけど、ここがいい。
As I run my hands across her coat, I recall her smooth skin that I had felt in the bath. Smelling the fragrance from Setsuna's hair, I recall her wet hair that was on my shoulder. Setsuna, as if accepting the situation, drops her bag. And in return, I excitedly touch her soft cheeks, turning her head to face towards me. Again, right in front of the front door. The parents could literally look out. Little brother's probably looking. I greedily put my lips against Setsuna's lips. I press my lips against hers, open her lips with my tongue, and lick around the inside of her mouth. Still not satisfied, I entwine my tongue with hers and move deeper inside her mouth. My hand that was touching her back delves into her coat and touches her breasts. What? Really? Right in front of the door? Stop it.
ちょっと。
Setsuna desperately stops me, and as I regain my composure, I finally realize what I've done.
ごめん。
Setsuna wipes her wet lips with her fingers and fixes her messed up coat. After causing this pitiful scene, I find it strange that I hadn't even realized what I was doing.
そんなに私に触りたい？
刻んでおきたい。刹那の感触を。
Wow.
春樹くん。
Forcing myself onto her like this without even apologizing? I must be completely out of my mind today.
なんだか、今は全然我慢できなくて。
Well, you better, because her family's right there.
どうして？
それは。
Am I compensating for not being able to be alone with her for the past 2 days? No.
わかんない。わかんないけど。
It's because the 3 of us were together for the past 2 days, and I'm reacting terribly to losing one. And I'm so scared of being all alone again.
そっか。
Who's the lonely one here? And who should I be missing? I really have no idea.
わかんないんだったら、しょうがないよね。
せつな。
じゃあ、触ってもいいよ。外だから、服の上でお願いしたいけど。
せつな。
Something irrational reacted in me immediately, as soon as Setsuna gave me permission. I forcefully opened Setsuna's lips again and groped her through her cardigan while remembering this feeling. As I desperately thrust my tongue to touch Setsuna's, she finally starts to move her tongue along with mine. She relaxes her entire body and feels the movement of my hand along her soft breasts. Not even giving myself time to be touched by Setsuna's kindness, I forced myself on her body even more greedily. I mustn't think of anyone but Setsuna tonight.
ねえ、どうしよう。私、春樹くんと付き合い始めて、どんどん悪い子になってきてるよ。
Setsuna's lips, Setsuna's tongue, Setsuna's mouth, Setsuna's softness, Setsuna's sexiness. Pleasure runs through my entire body.
春樹くんのためなら、もっと踏み外せるって、そんなこと思っちゃってるよ。
せつな。
My. I just can't get over the fact that she was right outside of her house. That was such a bad idea. That was so dumb. Alright. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna take a quick break and... Ooh, we made it to the 3rd save page. Alright, definitely looking forward to next time. Peeking into Haruki's dark thoughts a little bit more. So, thanks so much for joining me on this chapter today. Look forward to playing more with you next time. See you!